When it comes to being able to progress, a lot of it is really, I guess the French word would be blasé, English would be boring. Boring! Consistency.
Mediocre.
Mediocre. It's nothing flashy. If we put it out onto the internet and this is the secret to success, everybody will go, huh? As we go through our days, there are all these small moments that really add up. We've already talked about daily movements, working and getting movement before food, so we kind of called it earning. Some people might say, oh, well, that's not a great association. We really mean that before you have food, we want to do some type of movement instead of sitting all day. But there's other moments throughout the day that are also really important for our health in general and well-being, mental and physical.
Like which kind of moments?
I don't know, time that I'm walking down the street instead of looking at my phone, appreciating nature and trying to de-stress.
Very important thing. I think that the physical therapists have to write thank you notes to all the cell phone companies because we've got a whole generation with kyphosis. Look, not only that, but I think insurance. People are in car accidents. People are crossing streets, but looking at their phones and not looking at traffic. What we learned as little kids, look right and left, and then they're looking in their phone. And my suggestion is don't multitask. When you're walking, walk. Focus on breathing, focus on walking, enjoy it. You have to walk down the street to the drugstore, walk down the street to the grocery store, walk down the street wherever you go. Focus on walking. That's the little moment. Okay, right now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk, and even if it's for 5 minutes is enough to get the endorphins going. The endorphins begin flowing. Endorphins are your feel-good hormones. There's nothing in the pharmacy that can make you naturally feel good like endorphin from exercising. So if you take a 5-minute walk, a 10-minute walk, 15-minute walk, 20-minute walk 5 times a day, 5 times a week, 20-minute walk 5 times a week, you're home free.
And what's funny is, as you say that, over the course of our filming, I've managed to get in a little bit better shape, and it's all thanks to my son. His nursery is about 2 kilometers away from home, and I really enjoy the walk. I walk with him in the morning. He points out the buses, he points out the airplanes, and I enjoy going. After we're done, after I drop him off, I go to the cafe right down the street, and then I get a coffee and I walk through the park. And it is incredible to see, one, how many people are running or walking and talking on their phones, very loud, of course. And number 2 is those who are walking and looking at their phones, and they're missing, you know, I sit and I watch the seagulls taking baths and the cranes, and you miss it because you're lost in a screen. And I'm guilty too sometimes, where I'm a little late, so I message my clients, but I have gotten into the habit of trying to stop walking if I need to talk or send a message. And then you realize how often you're on your phone. I just went 20 feet in 10 minutes because I'm sitting here, and you feel ridiculous. You know,
there's a matter of generation etiquette. In my generation, it was considered bad etiquette when you'd walk down the street munching on a sandwich. Okay, we said, you want to eat? We sit down. Eating is something where we wash our hands and we make grace and we eat and we make grace after meals. It's not something to do in the street. And just like something to do in the street, speech, we know speech is intimate. Speech connects people. So speaking on the phone where everybody can hear, it's an intimate conversation, we don't do that. So just as I don't need a sandwich walking down the street, I don't speak on the cell phone walking down the street, it stays in the pocket. And now you're free to enjoy your walking, focus on your walking, focus on your posture. It's so different. See, people, I know myself, I have a tendency from past injuries, a tendency to raise the left shoulder. And I have to correct myself all the time. As I'm older, get a little bit lazy, the abdomen gets lazy, the obliques get lazy, can bend over very quickly. Okay, so we correct posture. But when you're walking and you're aware of what you're doing, you can correct your posture. And by correcting posture, you're activating your muscles, you're exercising all day long. And this is fantastic for the core. It's fantastic. This is one of the things you could do fantastic Pilates without seeing a gym.
This is what, you know, some of you may be saying, well, it sounds more like they're talking about not being on your cell phone in the street, and it's something to do with that. These little moments that we have, the few moments that we have to actually exercise and move, it's so important to separate ourselves. That time with my son is priceless to me. My wife says, oh, you're running late, take the car. I'd rather run with him in the stroller, and I can't run that well. Torn meniscus, meniscectomy, I have a nice 7-inch piece of metal. I'm not up to running yet, but I'd rather run with him than sit in traffic in a car. It takes the same amount of time, less stress, and the fact that we can actually move and be connected to the people around us, that's the mental decrease in stress that I think all of us are missing these days. Is we're constantly being bombarded by news. We're constantly being bombarded by our phones ringing. Even when I was growing up, we had landlines. If you wanted to get a hold of somebody and they weren't home, tough luck. Nowadays, walking down the street, and those are the small moments we really want you guys and gals to take advantage of, is when you're going out, the posture, just taking a step, the amount of balance and coordination it takes to get there. And just that focus on bringing your shoulders back, turning your thumbs out, and letting your arms move freely from the shoulders. It's a prophylactic for your lower back. It's one of the best lower back exercises we can give anybody. And that's why those, unfortunately, who live in bad neighborhoods have a longer return, because they can't go out and walk safely.
I'll tell you something that can save people hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. You say, what's the laser smoke? No, never smoke. Never smoke. How can you save hundreds of things? There are people that in divorce court, and they're spending $100,000 divorce. So people come to me on my spiritual guidance side with marital problems, and I say, hey guys, when's the last time you spoke together? Oh, we don't have to spoke, there's kids, crazy. Okay, take your spouse by the hand, take for a walk. What? Take a walk. Yeah. You're taking a walk, your body feels great, the endorphins are flowing, you could smile at one another. What's on your mind? What's on your mind? And you can understand how each other feels. Just taking a little walk and observing that 2-3 times a week. It's great for your fitness. It's great for your spouse's fitness. It's fantastic for your relationship. People consider that the relationship only a certain phase of the relationship. But no, the fact of connecting, that first of all, to have a physical love, you have to have first a spiritual love. When two souls connect, how do two souls connect? They connect through speech, they connect through communication. And you go out in the evening, put the kids to bed, take a walk. It's fantastic. It's great for your marriage, great for your body, and saves you a lot of grief.
And also turning off the TV when you get home. If the kids, you can't leave. We have a 2-year-old at home now, and we can't go when he's asleep, so we have kettlebells at home. If you don't have kettlebells, you have a sofa. We have a bunch of exercises that we went through in a previous video, so you can check that out. But there's a lot of different things that you can do. Instead of sitting down in front of the TV with dinner and not talking to one another, just do a little bit of exercise, 5 or 10 minutes, break a very light sweat. Even cleaning your house is exercise. It's incredible the things you can do. But throughout your day, these are the small movements and small movements that you can work on getting better postures, positions, and strength. And it just takes a little bit of presence of mind to actually get you there. It's free, it doesn't take a lot of time, but the rewards can be absolutely massive.
And make those moments before you ask the delivery guy from the supermarket. Walk the 2 blocks. Walk home is a great form. Walk home with the 6 packs of water, or the 6 packs of whatever you're drinking, and carry the 2 6-packs, carry the groceries, carry this. It's fantastic exercise. That's making the moments. And when you take those little moments and add them together, they add together for fantastic functional fitness. And that's what Brodie and Brody are talking about, functional fitness. Not to get you to the Olympics, but to get you to your 120th birthday with a big smile on your face.
Yeah, and just remember, if you're not up to carrying the 6 packs of water, then great. Take 2 bags with the produce in it. Take what you can, start where you are, and don't be afraid to take breaks. But it's the small things that make the biggest difference. So make sure you subscribe down below. Check out Laser's website, laserbeams.com, and we will see you next time for Brodie Meets Brody.